Hello everyone. Today I wanted to talk about Netflix. Netflix decided to get rid of all DVDs. I really don't agree with the concept. I don't know how the majority of people feel. Probably a lot of people don't care, but one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video is because I actually get them in the mail. So like currently I have, I don't know if you all remember these, like we all used to get, these bad boys. Still comes in the mail. It still comes just like this. Currently this is Inherent Vice. I am doing a eventually if I ever get time to watch to rewatch a bunch of Paul Thomas Anderson films, a stream with not a stream but a pre-recorded video with Vin from Hard Copy Blues and all Paul Thomas Anderson stuff. So I needed a rewatch of that film, so I put it on my queue. It's like, make sure I watch it. Then my other one is the Florida Project, which is also for Vin from Hard Copy Blues. He is doing an A24 stream, and this was a film that I really wanted to watch when it came out, and I never got the chance to, so I put it on the queue. I used to get them in the mail for a very long time, and then I stopped, and then it wasn't until I was dating my boyfriend that I realized he still gets them, and then I was kind of reintroduced into this like incredible way to watch movies, and I found so many benefits to why this works so well. So many options that it kind of, you know, movies can fall by the wayside a lot of times for me. So I feel like having a queue that you know it's coming in the mail, it forces you to watch it, because obviously to get the most bang out of your buck, you want to watch as many movies you can throughout the month. It does kind of force it. Like I will say, it's kind of like the best surprises come from that. I forget what year it was. It was probably 3 years ago, I believe, when The Father was nominated for, or Anthony Hopkins was nominated for The Father. I don't remember if it was nominated for Best Picture, but either way, it might have been, because I think that's why I forced myself to watch it, because I personally had no desire to see it. And then I watched it because of the Oscars, and it wound up being like my favorite movie of that year. So people have their own rhyme or reason to how they watch films. So that's kind of how it's worked out for me personally. I know like this community, like they're all huge collectors, and they have these like huge, expansive collections. I live in a little studio apartment in Manhattan, so I don't necessarily have the most room. So, I mean, our collection is decent, and this is kind of like a nice way, again, to like force myself to watch things. And I don't mean force in like a negative way. Oh, you've been wanting to watch this forever, so time to watch it, and then put it in the mail, and then get something else. They did upgrade to, you know, if the film is available on Blu-ray, you do get the Blu-ray. So it even says here, I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, you would get the Blu-ray. I think I personally haven't experienced a disc being unplayable or unworkable, but yeah, it still comes like this, you know, and then you can't even really see this, but Mega Mike the Movie Man did an entire video on this recently, and I thought he brought up a great point that I didn't even think about, which is for people that don't have the best internet, or they don't have internet at all, or they're in super rural areas where the signals are really bad. It's a great way to get something in the physical in the mail, and then just return it through the mail. I'm really sad about this. I don't really understand the financial gain from getting rid of this, because we pay $21.76 a month just to have this added feature. So I know Netflix is struggling. I know all streaming services are struggling financially right now. So I'm really surprised that it really costs them that much to keep this type of operation going. If anyone has any insight on that, like what it actually costs the company to continue this, I would love to know, because I do think it is so beneficial for people that actually use it. I know every time I've brought up that like we get DVDs in the mail from Netflix, people are like, that's still a thing, and maybe it's their fault for not marketing it more, because I wouldn't have known unless I, you know, started dating Max, and he was currently like just continued getting them through the mail. I think it's a great service. I don't have the time or energy to deal with Redbox. I don't want to have to get fined if I don't return the film within 24 hours. I like the idea that I can still watch it on my own time, even if I'm trying to, again, get more of the bang for my buck through the service. I like that I can leisurely just pop it in the mail, and then, you know, a couple days. They're fast too. Like, they'll still, like, two days later you get a new movie. Like, it's incredibly fast. It's a great service. I really hope that someone else takes the place. Like, I would love if there was another company. And it also is kind of like a third-party service too, because when you get it, it doesn't just say Netflix, it says DVD.com. So I don't know if that's necessarily like a sub company from them, or if it's another company that they, you know, collaborated with. So I don't know. I'm sad. I'm really sad about this. I would love to know your thoughts. Maybe most of you don't care. I know a lot of people in this community probably don't, and it's fine, but I feel like there's some people out there that maybe aren't in this community that maybe feel just as sad as I do, because it's an end of an era. It's the end of what Netflix created in the first place, and it was revolutionary. I know Blockbuster at the time also tried to do a mail-in DVD service, and that really didn't last that long. R.I.P. Blockbuster. But yeah, it's just sad. I don't know why I'm like depressed over this. It was really, really sad news. I get it. Everything's digital now. I don't want to sound like a dinosaur. I can get with the times, but this is still like a need for a lot of people. So it's still a really great service for a lot of people. And I'm like I would say a privileged person saying that it's a nice service for me. Yeah, I'm not in the middle of nowhere, and I'm not you know, in a rural or on the mountain somewhere with horrible Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi that's barely working. So I think it's just hindering people's experiences to be exposed to films, and I don't like that. I like the fact that if I can't find a film when I'm like trying to stream, I would say most of the time they're on this service. Like, I can go to the app on my phone, and if I can't find the film streaming, or it wants me to pay like an astronomical amount of money for it, I can see that it's available through this service, and I will have it sent to me in the mail, and I'll just wait 2 days. I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to see like an interview with the CEO. I really haven't heard much coming from the company regarding this. I don't know if they realize that people are going to get pretty upset. I know I'm not the only one. If you feel the same way, even if you don't use the service, I would just love to hear your thoughts on this. So yeah, RIP Netflix DVDs. It's sad. I don't know why it's so sad. I mean, we grew up with this. Well, we didn't grow up with it, but I mean, yeah, kind of. I was in you know, my teens, I feel like, when this started happening. Yeah, I don't know. It's sad. It's like Blockbuster's no longer a thing. Netflix DVDs are no longer a thing. I guess millennials are just gonna have to get over it. I wasn't expecting to be this sad about it. Really, like, how much money does it cost to really just mail these? I don't get it, especially when I'm paying $21.76 a month. I'm helping the company. Like, I'm sure they're making a profit off of this somehow. Yeah, okay. That's I'm gonna sign off on that. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and thanks for stopping by.